My Redwood why is being able to equip students with the confidence that they've lost for whatever the reason may be, whether it's educational trauma or lack of confidence in succeeding through assessments and feeling as if they're underperforming throughout their career in school. And so I think one thing that we do exceptionally at Redwood is being able to restore that confidence, not only by getting to know the student on paper, but also getting to know them on an individual level. So laughing with them and getting to share that with their friends and their teachers and their families, and that's my Redwood why.
My Redwood why lies within the ability of Redwood culture to see every person that's within our community, so that students feel seen and known and valued and supported in their individual ways that they need to, and staff too. We support each other. We're a community achieving results through relationships, through rigor together.
We did a CPS, like IEP assessment stuff with Jamie this weekend, which went really well. But the thing that was exciting is they did a reading fluency thing with him, and in that, with strangers, which is kind of amazing for him, he ranked at like 65% at grade level. And I thumbed through real quick at his like incoming test and was like a 3rd grade reading level. So that's one semester that I thought, yes, of course, because this is not for him. It's not a intellectual issue. It's not, he couldn't access assignments, and he couldn't explain what was wrong because he couldn't have known what was wrong. And once people understood what was holding him back and accommodated and helped him, I mean, he did that without any assistance, right? So that was just what he's learned to do, which is really amazing. And so I was really thrilled that they got to report that with him in the room. And so it was, yeah, it meant a lot to me for them to be able to highlight his accomplishments. But also to recognize that Redwood is the place he needs to stay to keep making those gains.
My Redwood why is that every kid deserves to love reading. They deserve to know how to read. They deserve to pick up a book and enjoy it, just the same as my other 3 kids did. And without Redwood, I 100% believe he would not ever have that opportunity. And so yeah, my Redwood why is to develop a love of reading. And what a gift to give a kid. And we couldn't risk not letting him have that.
I noticed that I got way better at reading and comprehension. That's got way better before, because now, like, when I read, I understand what I'm reading more than I did before. The friends, they're nice, cool, funny, and teachers are also nice and can also make stuff more simpler. They can like explain it in a way that makes sense instead of just like saying words and then not backing it up after when we like ask questions and stuff.
If there's a student that is kind of struggling at their old school, looking for a new start, what would you tell that student?
Come to Redwood.
I'm so proud of you. You know, you've come a long way. You're growing up and you're so smart, and I hope you realize how smart you are. And I love that you're in a school that also helps you realize how smart you are. Just don't get smarter than me.
Harrison started coming to Redwood in 3rd grade during the pandemic, and we as a family were like, what are we gonna do? Like, our kid needs the interventions he's getting at school, and the school wasn't able to provide the way that we needed them to. Instead of giving him, you know, like extra support, they were having him go to school double time. And that just wasn't going to work for us. It's like not good for this brain right here, and he was learning absolutely nothing. So thank God for Redwood. Harrison started coming here, and kind of immediately we saw a shift in the way that he presented to our family, in the ways that he like thought about himself. He thought of himself less as a kid with dyslexia and more as a kid. And we continued to see that shift. We continued to see his reading growing and his ability to advocate for himself. Now at the school that he transitioned to, I hear from teachers all the time that he is a kid who speaks up for what he needs, who is so hardworking, who is able to access all of the information that his peers are able to access. He has friendships with so many kids, and they see him as, you know, just one of the kids. They look to him for advice when they're doing math problems, because typically Harrison knows the answers. And like, that is all because he came here, because Redwood came into his life, and the ways in which he was able to access learning and just realize that he is has great gifts has been the best that I could ever ask for.
My Redwood Why is for my students. I have a learning disability, and I always start every school year, first morning meeting, by owning that and by telling my students that, and I feel like that really sets the tone in a way that they know that I get them. They know that I understand school can be really hard, and that I am also an example of, you know, yeah, it can be hard, but you can still do great things. And I think that just seeing the changes in them and how they show up on that first day versus how they leave even at the end of the school year, but so much that we get them back again. And so to kind of see that transition over the years in some of our older students of just more willing to take chances, more willing to try new things, to own up to mistakes, and just really trying and knowing that they're seen and valued, and that it's the place for them.
Yeah, y'all told me how to speak up for myself and ask for help when I needed it. I had it in me, y'all just unlocked it and pushed it out. I honestly speak on something that really impacted me as a person. And that's why I want to keep speaking on it, because I really feel that way.
Redwood Why for me, there's so many things. For my son, Jeremiah, it was an overall experience. It was, nurturing, it was building self-confidence, so it was more than just the educational aspect. It helped him in so many other ways. And now we can see the difference that was made. The friendships, being able to know that he could learn and learn in a manner to where it wasn't frustrating to learn. So my Redwood Why is so many different things, but those are some of the things.
It really holds a special place in my heart. Really do.
How so?
Because y'all did so much to impact me and change me to a better person.
Yeah.
No, truly.
I think I'm gonna be crying.
Truly, that's truly how I feel personally. I'm not speaking for others, but that's how I feel. And it's kind of sad because I only did 1 year with y'all. And 1 year brought me from middle school, low middle school level to 9th grade. I'm wow, I accomplished a lot in a year.